Let's face it, learning English from textbooks can feel dry, slow, and disconnected from real life. You memorize grammar rules, repeat phrases, and still struggle to speak naturally. That's because you're learning about English, not learning in English. Stories are different. They let you live the language. You connect with situations, not just words. Today's story will do exactly that. So let's get started. It was raining when Ben arrived at the train station. The roof leaked, the floor was slippery, and his backpack was heavier than usual. He was headed to a small coastal town where his grandmother lived. It had been years since he'd visited her. He felt excited, but also tired from the early morning. He pulled out his paper ticket and checked the platform number, 7A. The screen above flickered between train times and delays. Ben made his way there, found a quiet bench, and waited. Around him, people hurried, some running with umbrellas, others pulling rolling suitcases through puddles. Ben zipped up his jacket and watched the gray sky. The train came on time. He boarded quickly, found his seat by the window, and placed his bag above him. The train pulled away slowly. The station disappeared behind him. He let out a breath he hadn't realized he was holding. About 30 minutes into the ride, a conductor came by. Ben handed him the ticket. The man frowned, looked at it, then looked at Ben. He didn't say a word. He simply pointed at the ticket and then showed Ben his schedule book. His expression was calm but serious. Ben leaned in. That's when he noticed the problem. Wrong date. Ben had bought a ticket for the next day. His heart dropped. For a moment, he thought he might be thrown off the train. He imagined being left at some random station in the rain. But the conductor just stood quietly. Then, he pointed to the back of the train. Ben grabbed his bag and walked through 4 long cars until he found an empty folding seat near the restroom. That would be his spot. The ride continued. Rain hit the window hard. Ben sat still, watching raindrops race each other down the glass. He felt embarrassed, frustrated. He was usually careful, always double-checking. But not this time. He sighed and leaned back. It was a long ride. Then he noticed a small girl across from him drawing in a notebook. Her mom slept beside her, head leaning against the wall. The girl looked up, smiled at him, and kept coloring. She was making a picture of the train. Her drawing was simple but full of color. For some reason, that made him feel better. He took out his own notebook, wrote down what had happened, drew a small sketch of the train. He didn't usually draw, but something about this ride felt different. A man passed by carrying coffee. He offered Ben a cup without saying anything. Ben nodded, took it, and thanked him with a smile. The train rocked gently. The sound of the tracks became soothing. When they arrived at the coastal station, the air smelled like salt. The sun had come out, and everything felt fresh. Ben stepped off the train slowly. He still carried the wrong ticket, but with a strange new calm inside. Mistakes, he realized, weren't the worst thing in the world. Sometimes they made a story worth telling. Sometimes the journey was the real destination. What did you learn from that? You saw useful phrases like his heart dropped, found a quiet bench, and made his way. You also saw how past tense works naturally in context. But more than grammar, you followed a human experience, and that's how real English sticks. That's why we create these stories every day, to help you absorb English like a native. So if this helped you, like the video, hit that subscribe button, and share it with someone learning English. And tell us in the comments, have you ever taken the wrong train? See you tomorrow with a new story